I am going to attempt to restore these headlights to better than what they are. I wouldn't say OEM pristine condition, but I am trying to refrain from buying anything on this car. I've spent a lot of money on this car already, and that was just interior. Really want to save and purchase the fun stuff, the good stuff, suspension, you know, wheels and tires again. I'm rocking the OEM setup, which is beautiful, but I like aftermarket, but I gotta rock OEM for now. First things first, you don't have to remove the bumper, but since my front bumper is already off, it will make things way easier because I don't have to mask. Well, it's a good thing I don't give a crap about this bumper. It's a little beat up. A lot of broken tabs. This isn't even an OEM bumper. Now I really don't feel bad about it just falling on the floor. In the video through the camera, it doesn't do justice. And this isn't just the lights. This is yellowing, filled of nastiness. I've worked at Nissan for probably a little over 6 years. We do headlight restorations. I don't recall doing one on a 370Z, but I do know that there are certain plastics, specifically like the older Altimas. No matter what you do, the headlight restoration kit, any of that stuff, that doesn't work. It ends up looking like garbage. It actually ends up, I think, looking worse because it stays like cloudy. Oh my God! What I got is this headlight restoration kit left over from my other projects that I've worked on. This stuff works great. I really don't have any complaints with it. Highly recommend something like this or something equivalent. This one in particular, it's heavy duty. It has a bigger grit to get this yellowing that's happening here to try to get it to this finish. Sometimes there's flaws, there's issues. I'm just trying to make it a little bit visible to the naked eye. And I will say, over time, if you don't protect it, it will come back, and it's just a never-ending process. So the proper way to do it is to do the steps that I'm about to do and then go over it with like a clear film. I forgot what they call it. I'm just gonna use the kit and see what I can do. You really want to clean the headlights first and then mask. And you don't have to really go crazy. You will be sanding these headlights down. A lot of the stuff is gonna be lifted off. So the kit comes with two different types of grits. You'll want to start off with the more harsh grit, which is going to be this guy right here. This is the 1000. You're going to start with the 1000 grit. Just put that on that bad boy. Sorry for the lighting, people. I look pale as shit. This is going to remove most of that crud, and then this is going to smoothen it out. Got me some soapy water. Last time I did this, I grabbed hot water and ended up just being terrible. Just tap water. It doesn't have to be super cold, just not hot. I can't explain it, but it's not good. We're gonna be wet sanding. That's the whole reason why. I just got some Dawn soap and some water and shaked it all up. And all we're gonna do is just start wet sanding this headlight. If you notice, as you're doing this, it starts to get foggy. That's what you want. Don't be afraid. That's not going to be the final product. Now look at that. That is all residue from the headlight. Really take the time, do this first step thoroughly. Even if that means having to start from the beginning and cleaning it. We're going to remove the pad, that's the 1000. We're gonna slap on the 3000 grit. Same process. We're going to dampen the headlight, and this should get it a lot better than it being frosted. Now it's still gonna be hazy until we get to buffing. This is where you start to see the magic happen. Don't be afraid to go crazy on this, especially if you have a headlight that has all these different angles and curves. You definitely don't want to miss anything because buffing can only get you so far. If you have scratches, you didn't sand those scratches out, they'll show. Alright, so this is what it ended up being after like 3 or 4 passes with the 3000 grit. Not bad. Now it's a little foggy and hazy, but that's where the magic happens. So the magic secret sauce to this whole thing is a drill. You're gonna buff the shit out of this thing. I will fair warn you, you can burn the plastic if you go too hot. So what you wanna do is go on a low speed, and you're gonna put this attachment on your drill. We are going to add the product, and that's the cleaner and polish. Gonna add a little dab. You're gonna watch the magic happen. I prefer to put it on the headlight, smear it, kind of go to town with it. So this is buffing after the first pass, and look at that, dude. That is pretty incredible. These headlights are gonna come out gorgeous. I like to go 2 to 3 passes because there's like areas like this on the side that I didn't really get. Just be careful if you're sanding or if you're buffing, because the buffer can also ruin the paint job as well. So just be careful when you're going near paint work and you'll be good. Just to give you guys a little recap here, I didn't touch it at all. I haven't even wiped it down with glass cleaner or anything. And it's literally like night and day difference. Look at that, you guys. In this kit, it comes with headlight sealant. Last time I used this, I used it in a spray can, and it ended up looking like ass. It looked horrible. I immediately took it off. I had to redo the whole process. I'm a little skeptical. I'm debating if I even want to do it. I'm gonna give it a try. So what I'm gonna do is put some of that on this applicator and wipe. I'm just basically trying to spread it as evenly as possible, coat it heavily, and just let it sit here to dry. Surprisingly, it's not bad. The stuff that I used before was in a spray can, and when you sprayed it, I'm not messing with you guys. It really looked like you're spraying on glue on top of your nice headlights that you just restored. It looked like a hot garbage, so I immediately took it off. I actually think I have the spray. If you get this headlight coating in a can like this from Meguiars and not this headlight sealant, I would say just do your restoration, toss this in the trash, and don't even proceed to the coating step, and just call it done. If you have this, give it a shot. It looks pretty good. Doesn't look like I added some glue, Elmer's glue on it.